been working here, Miss Sycamore.
Yes, indeed.
Well, how's Grandpa?
Oh, okay. He's over at the commencement.
My, you certainly do roll around.
F-E-A-C. Hey, Penny, why does he go there all the time?
I don't know. It's so handy just around the corner.
Don. Sabine and I are going to take a time with Mount Vernon next week. Do you think you give us a hand?
Yes, sure. One thing is, can't take no money for it this year. If the government finds out that I'm working, they get soft.
Oh. Hey, the other one looked like in the bathroom just now. I think Trotsky. Sure, isn't it? Yeah, I left it there.
Who is it?
You know, Trotsky, the Russian Revolution.
Oh.
Anyhow, Chuck is a great fireworks. Remember the last day of Pompeii?
Oh, yes. Palisades Park. That's where we met.
Well, I'm gonna do the revolution. A full-out display.
Say,
Red fire is a flag, huh? Sure. The Tsar and the Kozak.
and the Queen of the Slayers?
No, the Russian Revolution.
Well, sir, you should have been there. That's all I can say. You should have been there. Wonderful. They get better every year. You don't know how lucky you are with snakes.
Big class this year, Grandpa? How many were there?
Must have been about 2 acres. Everybody graduated. Bunch funny speeches, too.
Want to hear good speech? You go up and hear Father Divine.
Hell, wait. You'll have it in Columbia.
Donald, you tell Reba that Grandpa's home. We won't wait for Miss Alice.
Yes, sure. Hey, Reba, Grandpa's home. Look at that dinner.
Wait till you see the new scarf we made today, Grandpa. Evening, Grandpa.
Evening, Mrs. Apina.
Didn't we make a fine bargain today, Mr. Medina? We certainly did. Wonder why they're not fireworks at commencements.
Don't make enough noise. You take a good commencement order, and they'll drown out the whole carload of fireworks. You say just as much, too.
Don't the graduates ever say anything?
No, they just sit there and cap a nightgown and get their diplomas. And long about 40 years from now, they look around and say, where am I?
Grandpa, have a nice day.
Hello, have a nice day. Don't I even get kissed?
Excuse me, Grandpa.
I'll take one of these, too. We'll use a couple of these today.
Father?
No thanks.
Mother? No thanks.
Play something, Ed.
Oh, all right.
There was a letter here for you, Grandpa. Did you get it?
Letter for me. I don't know anybody.
It's for you, though. It had your name on it.
Where is it?
I don't know. Where's Grandpa's letter, Mother? What's it? Where's the letter that came from Grandpa? I don't know. I thought I saw the kittens on it.
Well, who was it from? Did you notice?
Yes, it's on the outside.
Well, who was it?
United States government.
Really? I wonder what they wanted.
I don't know. There was a couple of them. One before that. From the same people.
Well, if any more come, I wish you'd give them to me.
Yes, Grandpa.
I think I'll go out to Westchester tomorrow. Do a little snake hunting.
God is the state is God.
What's that?
God is the state is God.
Who says that?
Trotsky.
Oh, that's all right. I thought you said it.
Nice and quick, you know. Nice and short. G-O-D space, I-S space, T-H-E space.
And so the beautiful princess came into the palace, kissed her mother, and kissed her father, and kissed her grandfather.
Hello, darling.
Hi, Grandpa, and what do you think? They're straight into the Sycamore family. Surprise? Oh, Alice, I like it. Oh, do you? It's new, isn't it? Yeah. Looks nice and summery. Where'd you get it? Oh, I took a walk during lunch hour.
You've been taking a lot of walks lately. That's the second new dress this week.
I just like to brighten up the office every once in a while, and known as the Kane Francis of Kirby and Company. So, what's new around here? Where's
of the United States or something?
No, as a matter of fact, he's Vice President of Kirby and Company, Mr. Anthony Kirby, Jr.
The boss's son?
Well, yes, the boss's son, just like the movies.
That explains the new dresses.
Not being home for 3 weeks for dinner.
Why, Sherlock Holmes, are you going to marry him? Of course, tonight. Meanwhile, Mother, I'm going to go upstairs and put on my wedding dress.
Is he good looking?
Yes, in a word. Oh dear, what time is it? I don't know. Anybody know what time it is?
Mr. Pena might know.
Well, talk a couple hours ago.
I should know better than asking you around here. Will you let me know the minute she comes, Mother? Of course. Yes, I know, but the minute he comes? Of course, dear. Well, be sure. Well, what do you think of that?
She seems to like him.
I should say so. She's got it bad.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if she married him? We could have a wedding right here in this room.
Now, wait a minute, Penny. This is the first time he's ever called for the girl.
You only called for me once.
Young people are different nowadays.
Oh, I don't know. Look at Emily. He came to dinner once in just a day. I think it's wonderful. She certainly seems happy. He must be crazy about it. Maybe he's the one taking her out every night. This must be him. Now remember what she said. Very nice.
All right, let's take a look at him.
Welcome to our little home.
How do you do?
Now I'm Alice's mother, and that's Alice's grandfather, her father, her sister Essie, and her husband Ed Carmine.
I'm afraid you must be making some mistake.
How's that?
My car?
William C. Henderson, Internal Revenue Department.
That's right.
What can we do for you?
Does a Mr. Martin Vanderhoff live here?
That's me.
Well, Mr. Vanderhoff, it seems the government wants to talk to you a little matter of income tax.
Income tax.
Mind if I sit down?
No, go right ahead.
Thank you.
Don't worry, Alice, dear. It's not him. It's an Internal Revenue something or other.
It's the second one. Oh, excuse me.
What is it?
These things won't go up. Look.
Not here, Mr. Pena. Grandpa's busy.
Oh, pardon me. Now, Mr. Vanderhoff, I've written several letters to you about this, but not had any reply.
That's what those letters were.
I told you they were from the government.
According to our records, you've never paid income tax.
That's right.
Well, why not?
I don't believe in it.
Well, you own property, don't you?
Yes,
And you receive a yearly income from it
I do.
of between $3,000 and $4,000.
That's about right.
You've been receiving it for years.
Since 1901, if you want the exact date.
Well, Mr. Vanderhoff, the government's only concerned from 1914 on. That's when the income tax started.
Well,
Well, it seems you owe the government 24 years back income tax. Wait a minute. You can't go back that far. It's outlawed. What's your name? What difference does that make? Ever file an income tax return? No, sir. Ah, what was your income last year? $28.50. If you please. Now, Mr. Vanderhoff, there is quite a penalty for not filing an income tax return.
Penalty.
well, let me ask you something, Mr. Anderson.
Well,
Now, suppose, just for the sake of argument, that I pay this income tax. Mind you, I'm not saying I'm going to pay it, but suppose I do. What does the government give me?
how do you mean?
Well, suppose I go into Macy's and I buy something. There it is. I see it. What does the government do for me?
Why? The government gives you everything. It protects you.
What from?
Well, invasion. Foreigners that might come over here and take everything you've got.
Well, I don't think they're going to do that.
If you didn't pay an income tax, they would. How do you think the government keeps up the Army and the Navy and all those battleships?
Last time we used battleships was the Spanish-American War. We wanted to get out of that, Cuba, and we gave that back. They mind paying me for something sensible.
Sensible? What about Congress and the Supreme Court and the President? You've got to pay them, don't we?
Not with my money, no sir.
Now, wait a minute. I'm not here to argue with you. All I know is that you haven't paid income tax and you've got to pay.
They've got to show me.
We don't have to show you. I just told you. All those buildings down in Washington, Institute of Commerce, and the Constitution.
The Constitution was paid for long ago. And interstate commerce, fences.
No, they don't got fences. They got laws. My God, I've never come across anything like this before.
Well, I might pay about $75, but that's all it's
We'll
worth.
pay every cent of it just like everybody else. Listen to this a minute, Essie. Let me tell you something else. You go to jail if you don't pay. Do you hear that? You're no bigger than the law. If you think you are, you got another thing coming. You'll hear from the United States government, that's all I can say.
Hey, watch out for those snakes.
Jesus! How was that?
How'd that sound to you folks?
Sounds pretty good to me.
My goodness, he was mad, wasn't he?
Oh, it's not his fault. Just the whole thing is so silly.
Look, he forgot his hat.
Really? What size is it?
73?
Just right for me.
Who is that fellow anyhow?
Did you get that new stamp from Westgate, Grandpa?
Oh, yes, I did. It was a beautiful one. But it's not as good as the one from Nicaragua.
This must be Mr. Herman.
Good evening.
What is it? Come on in. I'm Alice's mother, and that's Alice's father, Alice's grandfather, his sister Essie, and her husband Ed Carmichael.
5-year plan the third. Eh, Carlos?
Yeah, just drop.
Imagine that.
And wait until they try the third time.
The whole plan could be the whole plan could be 5 years.
I can play the wedding merchant solid.
What are we doing with dinner? I'm hungry.
Oh, I can see them again every night to me. I think they're marvelous.
Oh, they are, aren't they? But of course, it's been inside any theater gives me a thrill.
Well, it's been so lovely, Tony. I hate to have it over.
Oh, is it over? Do I have to go right away?
Not if you don't want to.
I don't.
Would you like a cold drink?
Wonderful.
Let's do it in the icebox. Want to come along?
Oh, I follow you to the amphitheater.
Oh, just the kitchen is enough, Tony.
Why? You've done it very simply, haven't you?
Yes, well, we couldn't decide whether to do an empire or neo Grecian.
There's there a picture there.
Yes, it's so easy to live with. Good thing you're not hungry, Mr. K. Nice box full of cornflakes. Gives you a rough idea for sycamores.
Why, they must make these bottle openers for singamages. I never did. All over the table.
Well, I'll take mine at desk if you don't mind.
There you are. Owen Beacon.
Anyhow, it's cold.
Now, please be seated, Miss Sycamore. I'd like to offer a toast.
Well, we are.
Miss Sycamore, to you.
Thank you, Mr. Kirby. Cheers.
You know something?
What?
I wouldn't trade 1 minute this evening for all the rice in China.
Really?
Cross my heart.
Is there much rice in China, Tony?
It's terrific. Did you eat the good herb? Well, I suppose I gotta go.
Is it very late?
Very. But I really don't want to go.
I don't want you to go.
Okay, I won't. So, when are you gonna take a vacation?
Last 2 weeks in August.
Yeah, I may take mine then too.
Really?
Well, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. I hadn't thought much about it.
Going away, do you think?
I don't know. I like the city in the summertime.
Yeah, me too.
You usually go up to Maine in the summer, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. But I'm sure I would like the city in the summertime. Well, you know what I mean, Alex. I'd love it if you were here.
Well, it'd be nice if you were here, Tony.
You know what you're saying, don't you?
What?
That you'd rather spend the summer with me than anybody else.
Was I?
And if it's true of the summer, then how do you feel about the winter?
Might like that.
Well, then the spring and autumn, and if you can see a way to clear what those in Sycamore.
I might.
Well, I guess it's a year now. We haven't forgotten anything, have we?
No.
Well then.
Is that you, Alex? Oh, excuse me. I had no idea.
Oh, no, that's quite all right. Sycamore.
No, I just need to know if my manuscript, and then you can go right ahead. Ah, I got it. Sex takes a holiday.
Good night, Mrs. Sycamore.
Oh, I think you can call me Penny. Don't you, Alice? At least I hope so. Good night.
What's that?
Oh, that's Father Tony.
At this time of night?
Any time of night, any time of day.
You know, you're more beautiful, more lovely, more adorable than anybody else in the world.
Wait, Tony.
What? Just because your mother, all mothers are like that, Alice. And Penny, she's a darling. See, I'm even calling her Penny.
I don't mean that. Listen, Tony, this is something I should have said a long time ago. Won't be funny in the office tomorrow, Tony, going on and acting as if nothing happened.
Well, it's a good thing I'm vice president, so I can dictate to you all day. Dear Miss Sycamore, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Oh, darling, you're such a fool.
Why don't you meet in the drugstore in the morning? I'll have 1,000 things to talk to you about.
All right.
And then lunch, and then dinner all night.
Well, Tony, what do people say?
Well, it'll have to come out sometime. In fact, you know, good house talk, I like to do a little shouting.
Yes, sir, Mr. Medina, we did a good night's work.
That's what, 500 Black Panthers, 300 willow trees, and 8 dozen junior kitty bombers.
Pretty good.
I love those skyrockets, too. They really came out really well.
Yes. Why? Oh, Alice. Just come in.
Oh, no, Father, I've been home quite a while.
Have a nice evening.
Yes, Father, I had a beautiful evening.
Say, I'd like you to take a look at this new fire. Mr. Medina, will you turn off the light? I want Alice to get the full effect.
Oh, what, Father?
Take a look at this new fire. It's beautiful. There. What do you think of it? Is it beautiful?
Oh, Father, everything's beautiful. It's the most beautiful red fire in the world. So I said so. You can take your own child. Why are you reading the brain on us, Father? Anytime you are. Just a minute, dear, just a minute. The only problem is, I hope you don't mind my mentioning this, but you don't shrink when you're acting. You just want to just ask me for it. I'm glad you brought it up. Once the play opened, I never touched a drop. The minute I entered the stage door, the bottle gets put away. Until intermission.
So, you've been on the stage a long time, Miss Coleman.
All my life, I've played everything. Ever see Pain in My Heart?
Yes.
I saw it too. It's what? How's my dance?
You want me to look at a window, Miss Middleton?
No, hell with the weather. Hey, you didn't see?
She's only acting, people. That's all. She don't mean it.
Well, anytime you're ready, Miss Walker, I thought we'd be the play for my room. All right, all right. The minute I see snakes, it's time to lay down. It's real.
She's out like a lady.
Gonna let her sleep it off.
Hey, Ribbo, Miss Middleton just don't back down.
Should be okay.
Oh, she'll be all right. But I wouldn't cast her in any religious plays.
Oh, we're just gonna have to wait to read my play.
Penny, next time you meet an actress on top of the bus, I'd send her the play instead of bringing her home to read it.
Ed, I wish you'd stop reading and take those conference runs. You've got to get back in time to play for me when Kolonkov comes.
Someone's not coming tonight?
Yes, tomorrow night is night, but I had to change it on account of Alice.
Big goody for here tomorrow night.
Isn't it lovely? It's almost as if I was engaged. Just like me and Paul. How happy I was. I wonder what they'll be like, his mother and father. Ed, what are you doing now?
certainly going to get the wrong impression of this house.
Grandpa, I'm not trying to press him as being anything that we are. I just want everything to go off well, you know?
Oh, there's no reason why it shouldn't.
We're all going to do everything we can, Alice, to make it a lovely party. Oh, my darlings, I love you. You're the most wonderful family in the world, and I'm the most lovely girl in the world. But, Grandpa, just seeing him, you don't know what it does to me.
Just seeing him? Just seeing him for lunch, and then dinner, and then till 3 o'clock in the morning, and then at 9 o'clock the next morning you see him at the office again. Just seeing him, huh?
I don't care. I'm in love. Reba! Reba!
Nice to see you so happy, isn't it?
Yes, I remember when you all were engaged, how happy I was.
Nice the way you have it around, too.
John and Reba, even though they're not married. Suppose Mr. Turner wanted to get married?
Well, it's her.
Oh, dear. I wish you'd wake up.
This is Sycamore. Look what I found. Remember?
Oh, yes, it's my painting. It was a discus thrower.
Oh, yes, I remember. You got a little ball there, haven't you, Mr. DePina?
Well, is it very noticeable? It's still set right here.
Wow. That was a long time ago. 8 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, too bad you never finished it, Mrs. Sycamore.
Well, I got into writing and I just never got back to it.
Just as well, too. I was going to the strip next.
My goodness, who would have thought? When that DA came up to deliver that ice, that I was going to stay for 8 whole years.
The milkman was here for 5 just before you.
Why didn't you leave anyhow, Grandpa? I forgot.
He didn't leave. He died.
He was such a nice man. Remember the funeral, Grandpa? We didn't know his name, so it was difficult to get desperate.
Yes. What was the name we eventually gave him?
Why, Martin Vanderbilt, your name.
Oh, yes, I remember.
It was a lovely thought, or else we wouldn't have received all those flowers.
Didn't hurt me any either. I'm not bothered by mail anymore. Never had a phone call from that day to this.
Such a lovely thought.
You know, Mrs. Sycamore, I wish you'd finish that sometime. I kind of like to have it.
You know, Mr. McKenna, I think I will finish it. Right tonight.
Say, will you?
Oh, sure.
I think so. Propiska! My little Propiska! Madame Sycamore, I greet you. Tell me, Grandpa, what should I do about Propiska? I keep telling her she'd make a great toe dancer. Propiska! She's a great girl, Grandpa. What is that?
Oh, that's a painting of Mrs. DePina. Penny's painting it.
It stinks.
Yes. What do you think of that?
What is that?
That's an actress friend of Mrs. Sycamore's.
She's drunk, no?
She's drunk? Yes. So tell me, Colin Cup, how are you?
Magnificent. Life is chasing around inside of me like a squirrel.
This, huh? Have you heard from your friend in Russia?
Yes, I've saved you the stamp.
Thanks.
And sent him to Siberia.
Well, does he like it?
No, he has escaped. He has escaped and gone back to Moscow. They will get him if he does not get them him first. The whole Soviet government. I can take the Soviet government and
I'm sorry I'm late, Mr. Kolokov. I'll get into my dancing clothes right away.
my Pavlova. Tonight we'll take something new.
So tell me, Colin Cup, is he making any progress?
Confidentially. She stinks.
Well, as long as she's having fun.
She really took a rip, Mr. Colcock. She's out there laughing her head off.
She is a great woman. Don, what do you think of the Soviet government? What, Mr. Kolkov? I withdraw the question. What do you think of this government?
Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna leave.
Yes, and do you like it?
Sure, it's fine. The thing is, you gotta run out of the place every week to get it, and sometimes you have to stand in line nearly half an hour. I think the government ought to be run better than that. Don't you think so, Grandpa?
I think the government ought to stop sending me letters. One day, be at the United States Marshal's office at 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Look at that.
Income tax. They have got you now, Grandpa.
Yes. Seems as though I'm supposed to pay all this money just to keep Donald here on the leave.
You don't say. You mean you're gonna pay for me from now on?
That's what they want.
You mean I can come right here and get it instead of standing that line?
No, Donald, I'm afraid you're going to have to waste a full half of your time every week.
I don't like it. Breaks up the whole week.
He should have been in Russia when the revolution came. Then he would have stood in line. A bread line. Just think of it, Grandpa. What they've done to Russia. The Grand Duchess, Olga Katrina, a cousin to the Tsar. Now she's a waitress at Charles' restaurant. I ordered baked beans for her only yesterday. It broke my heart. Crazy world, Grandpa.
The world's not so crazy, it's the people in it. Life's pretty simple if you just relax.
Relax. How can you relax in times like these?
If they relax, there wouldn't be times like these. That's just my point. Life's pretty beautiful if you just let it come to you. People forget that. I know I did. I was ready to think of it. Fighting, scratching, clawing, regular jungle. But then one day hit me. I wasn't having any fun.
So you did what?
I just relaxed. 35 years ago it was. I've been a happy man ever since.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Colencott.
Ah, Miss Alice. I've not seen you to present my congratulations.
Thank you.
May you be very happy and have many children. That is my prayer for you.
Well, it's quite a time, Mr. Colencott.
Love. Love is all that's left in the world, Grandpa.
Yes, there's plenty of that.
And soon, Stalin will take that away too. I tell you, Grandpa.
Seems so nice to get into my outfits again. Little Hurley.
Oh, you look fine.
You are a dress of Paris, Madame Sycamore.
I didn't know you was working with a WPA, Miss Sycamore.
I know, Bob. I used to paint all the time.
It happened again. It was following me every place I went.
Nonsense. That's your imagination.
No, it isn't. He followed me when I went.
Maybe he wants a piece of candy.
It's all right for you to laugh, Grandpa, but it's me he's following.
You do not know what following is. In Russia, everyone is followed. I was followed right out of Russia.
See, Ed, the whole thing's just imagination.
Well, maybe.
Frank Leslie will take the first movie of Shahrazad.
Okay.
Mr. McKenna, has something happened in theater these past few years?
No, I don't think it's any different.
Yes, Miss Willington? Yes?
Alice's mother, Mrs. Sycamore.
How do you do?
Alice's sister, Mrs. Carmichael. Mr. Carmichael. Mr. Colenco. And Mr. DePina.
Don't mind my costume. I'll take it right off.
Mr. DePina, would you go downstairs and tell Mr. and Mrs. Kirby are here? Tell them to come right up.
You sure the first pants on?
All right.
Mrs. Kirby.
I'll tell Alice. Alice! Alice, dear! What is it? Alice, Mr. Jack here. We have a surprise for you. Well,
Mrs. Kirby, may I take your wrap?
well, yes,
to give up Wall Street.
How's that?
Oh, nothing. I was just making a joke.
I think it's necessary for everyone to have a hobby. Of course, to me it's more than just a hobby. But my main source is, well, spiritualism.
Spiritualism. Now, Mrs. Kirby, everybody knows that's the thing.
Spiritualism to me is a sick war. Well, I'd rather not discuss it, Mrs. Sycamore.
Remember, Penny, you've got one or two hobbies of your own.
Yes, but not silly ones.
I don't think it matters what the hobby is. The important thing is to have one.
To be ideal, a
Good night.
Good night, man.
Stay right where you are, everybody. What does this mean?
What is all this?
I demand an explanation. Keep your mouth shut, dude. Which one is it? Oh, this is him.
Hey, what are you doing?
Ed!
Why, what are you doing? What do you mean?
Grandpa, what is it?
This is an outrage.
Shut up. Hey, what's your name? Edward Carmichael. I haven't done anything.
What's this all about? This Aussie brother handed it to me. What's this all about?
Power and justice.
Oh my goodness, J-Man!
I haven't done anything.
What's the boy done, officers?
Well, what is it? What's it all about?
Does that road lead to the cellar?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Good. We'll take a look upstairs and see what's going on.
I haven't done anything.
Come here, you. Haven't seen these before?
They're my circulars.
Like the stuff,
Yes, ma'am.
put them in boxes of candy, get them to people home.
But I didn't mean anything.
It's hot. Dynamite the Capitol, dynamite the White House, dynamite the Supreme Court, God is state, state, God.
But I didn't mean anything. I just like a friend. Don't my grandpa.
The government's in no danger from Ed. I think this hobby will print anything.
Does, huh?
I haven't done anything.
Grew up, she ran up no fire to blow up the whole city.
But we only used to have
Sleep still. Everybody in this house is unrepresented.
Look, man, that's my mother.
Excuse me, officer.
Well, kids in the West Side Club this morning. After spending the night in jail, defendants, 13 and all, are about to put Judge Callahan begin suspended sentences for manufacturing fireworks without a permit.
Yeah, kept me in the same cell with a striptease to a burlesque show.
I was in the same cell with Mr. Kirby. My his man.
Mrs. Kirby and the striptease and they were fighting all night.
A whole lot about Mr. Kirby here. Anthony W. Kirby, head of Kirby and Company, 62 Wall Street, was among those apprehended, declared he was in no way interested in the manufacture of fireworks, but refused to state why he was in the premise at the time of the raid. Mr. Kirby is a member of the Union Club, the Rack Club, the Harvard Club, and the National Geographic Society. My, certainly is a joiner.
No rich man at Alice or something.
I suppose this means Mr. Tony ain't even gonna marry Miss Alice after all.
No sound. It's too bad. Miss Alice sure loves that boy.
Ever notice how them rich folk always getting themselves in trouble?
Yes, sir. I'm glad I'm poor.
Me too.
I don't know what I'm gonna
Believe me, I intend to if I can have things like this going on.
It was even worse with Mrs. Kirby. As the matron stripped her, there was a burlesque dances. They're singing.
I'll bet you my Harbor's going to seem pretty dull to the Kirby's this summer. Alice, do you need any help?
No, thanks, Grandpa. Just going to Alice.
No, Penny.
Bring this back down to see everybody else.
Thank you. Want to give some candy along with the tray, Alice? No, thank you. Alice, you could be just as happy here as you could be your mom. You could stay right up in your room, all by yourself. You could go home. No, Mother, I need to be by myself. I need time away. I love you all. You know that. It's just, you need time away. I need to get away. Father, did you phone for a cab?
No, I didn't know you wanted me.
I told Mr. Repairer to tell you.
Oh, he told me. But I forgot.
I wish I lived in a family that didn't forget everything, that behaved the way other families do. I mean, I'm sick of cornflakes and Donald and everything. I mean, why can't we be like other people, like, you know, roast beef and 2 green vegetables and doilies on the table? A place you could bring your friends to without... I'll see if I can do anything. Oh, she's in the kitchen. See if you can talk to her.
Thank you.
Alice, won't you look through me, please?
No, Tony, it's no use.
But Alice, you're not being fair. At least let me talk to you.
Where'd they go?
They went upstairs. Knock the olive oil right out of my hand. You're gonna smell kind of fishy.
How are you feeling, Mr. DeFilm? Is your hand still hurting?
No, it's better. Everything burned up, huh? Downstairs.
Everything, and my Roman costume, too.
Told you there was a bright side to everything. Well, except my 28th back income tax.
Then what are you gonna do about that, Grandpa?
Well, I had kind of an idea the other day. I'm not sure it's going to work, but I'm going to try it.
What is it? Good evening, everybody.
Oh, Mr. Cohen called.
Hello, Colin Cup.
Forgive me, the door was open.
Oh, come right in.
Excuse my coming tonight. I realized that you were all upset.
That's all. I don't think I can take a lesson today, Mr. Cohen. I don't feel up to it.
Well,
But do stay for dinner, Mr. Cohen. If all that food in the kitchen sounds good.
I would be happy to, Madame Sycamore. Now, I wonder if I know you all well enough to ask you a great favor.
What is it?
You've heard me talk to my friend, the Grand Duchess, Olga Katrina.
Yes, I have. What can we do for you, Mr. Cohen?
Oh, her cousin was in Tsar Russia. And now she's a waitress in Charles' restaurant, Times Square.
Well, what can we do, Mr. Cohen?
I tell you, the Grand Duchess has not had a good meal since before the Revolution.
She must be hungry.
Today is not only her day off, Thursday, but it's also the anniversary of Peter the Great, a remarkable man.
Why, Mr. Cohen? You sang my carols to dance a week beyond. Oh, yes.
I thank you, in the name of the Grand Duchess.
Well, I'm excited to meet her. Where is she?
She's out in the street. I'll go get her.
Excellent dress and your time, little boy.
If this keeps up, I want to live to be 150.
The Grand Duchess, Olga Katrina. May I present Mrs. Sycamore, Mrs. Carmichael, Grandpa, Mr. Carmichael, Mr. Sycamore, and Mr. DeFina.
All right now, Mrs. Athena.
Thank you. You're almost done. We're honored to have you here, Mary. I almost want to be here. When is dinner? Oh, it'll be any time at all, I'm sure. I do not mean to be rude, but
families wouldn't get along. Or maybe they wouldn't. But who's to say that they're right and we're wrong?
I'm only feeling...
But what I feel is that Tony's too nice a boy to wake up 20 years from now with nothing in his life but stocks and bonds. How's that? Yes, mixed up and unhappy the way you are.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Vanderhoff. I'm a very happy man.
Are you?
Certainly I am.
I don't think so. What do you think you get your indigestion from? Happiness? No, sir. You get it from spending all your time and doing things that you don't want to do.
I don't do anything I don't want to do.
Yes, you do. Last night you said that after a week in Wall Street, you're pretty near crazy. Why do you keep on doing it?
Why do I keep on? Why, that's my business. A man can't give up his business.
Why not? You have all the money you leave. You can't take it with you.
That's a very easy thing to say, Mr. Vanderhoff. But I've spent my entire life building up my business.
And what's it got you? Same kind of deals, same kind of meetings, same kind of indigestion. Don't you think there ought to be something more in your life, Mr. Kirby? Didn't you want something more when you started out? You haven't got too much time, you know. Any of us.
Well, what do you expect me to do? Live the way you do? Do nothing?
Well, I have time enough for everything. Well, I read, talk, visit the zoo now and then. I even have time to notice when spring comes around. I don't see anyone I don't want to. I don't have 6 hours of things to do before I get 1 hour to do what I like in. And I haven't taken a bike out of Minnesota in 35 years. What's the matter with that?
The matter with that? Suppose we all did it. A fine world we'd have. Everybody going to zoos. Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Vanderhoff. Who would do the work?
Well, the other people do the work because they like it. You can't stop them. Inventions, and they'll fly the ocean. There are even people who go down to Wall Street because they want to. But from what I've seen of you, I don't think you're one of them. I think you're missing something.
I'm not aware of missing anything.
Well, I wasn't either till I quit. I used to get down to Elvis 9 o'clock shop, no matter how I felt. I'd stay awake at night worrying about whether I'd get that contract. I used to worry about the law, too. Got all worked up about whether Cleveland or Blaine would be elected president. Doesn't seem so important now. What I'm trying to say is that I've had 35 years that no one can take away from me, no matter what they do to the world. You see?
Yes, I do see. And it's a very dangerous philosophy, Mr. Vanderhoff. It's un-American. And it's exactly why I'm opposed to this marriage. I don't want Tony to come under its influence.
But what's the matter with it, Father?
Matter with it? Why, it's downright communism, that's what it is.
But you didn't always think so.
I most certainly did. What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what I'm talking about. You didn't always think so, because there was a time when you wanted to be a trapeze artist.
Why, don't be an idiot, Tony.
Oh, yes, you did. I came across those letters you wrote to Grandpa. Do you remember those?
No. How dared you read those letters?
Why is
How
that
dare you?
wonderful, Mr. Kirby? Did you wear tights?
Certainly not. The whole thing is absurd. I was 14 years old at the time.
Yes, but at 18, you wanted to be a saxophone player.
Tony,
And at 21, you ran away from home just because Grandpa wanted you to go into the business. It's all done there in black and white. You didn't always think so.
Well.
yes, I may have had some silly notions in my youth, but thank God my father knocked them out of me. I went into the business he forgot about.
But not altogether, Father. There's still that saxophone in the back of your clothes closet.
There is?
That's enough, Tony. We'll discuss this.
No, I want to talk about it now. I think Mr. Vanderhoff is right. Dead right. And I'll tell you something else. I'm not going back to their office. I hate it. I've always hated it. And I didn't make a mistake last night. I knew it was the wrong night. I brought you in on purpose.
Tony! Well, for heaven's
Because I wanted you to see how a family really was. A family that cared and understood each other. You never had time to understand me. Well, I'm not going to make the same mistake you did. I'm clearing out.
Clearing out? Well, what do you mean?
I'll tell you what I mean. I'm not going to be pushed in the business just because I'm your son. I'm clearing out while there's still time.
But Tony, what are you going to do?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll be a bricklayer or something. But at least I'll be doing something that I want to do.
That was good cab.
Ask him to wait a minute, Ed.
Grandpa!
You mind, Alice? Mr. Kirby, I think Tony's going through just what you and I went through when we were his age. I think if you listen hard enough, you can hear yourself saying the same things to your father. We all did it, and we were right. All those plans we make, what happens to them? It's only a handful of the lucky ones that can look back and say that they even came close. So before they clean up that clothes closet, I'd get in a few good hours in that saxophone. In fact, I think we may even have it around here somewhere. Ed, why don't you see if you can find it for Mr. Kirby?
say that was, Mr. Vanderhoff?
The Grand Duchess Olga Katrina. She's cooking the dinner.
Oh,
And speaking of dinner, Mr. Kirby, why don't you and Tony both stay?
Why, yes, please stay, Mr. Kirby. We're going to have all that food for last night. Well,
yes, Father. I was staying for dinner. Why, if you care to, Tony, I'd like to, very much.
Now, Alex is on the way for that cab. Mr. Vanderhoff.
How about it, Alice? It's gonna be a nice crowd. Don't you think you ought to stay too?
I'm staying, Alice. I think the families ought to get to know each other a little better, don't you?
Mr. Kirby, Tony, oh, Tony. Grandpa, you're wonderful.
I've been telling you that for years.
It's on that saxophone, Grandpa. It's under our bed.
Excellent. I don't suppose you know that song, Sunshine, Son of the Way, or...
Oh, on the sunny side of the street. Yes, I know that one very well.
Yes, that's my favorite. I can't believe it. I haven't had a good saxophone in a long time.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Do a little dancing, Mike.
Grandpa, here's a letter for you. It's in the icebox.
Nice Swiss government again.
How do you do, Mr. Kirby?
How do you do?
The second one. Won't you step into my office? I'd like to do a little dictating.
Well, well, well.
What is it, Grandpa?
The United States government apologizes. I don't owe him a nickel. Seems I died 8 years ago.
What is it?
You remember Charlie the Milkman?
Yes.
Right under my name? Well, I just told him I might have been off Junior. So they apologized, and I made him get a refund.
Why, Grandpa, you're an old crook.
Sure.
Excuse me. How did you say you escaped that income tax, Mr. Vanderhoff?
Good night, my friend. You're really going to leave.
Hello there.
How do you do?
Fine, fine. Glad to see you.
What just happened?
It's Alexa. Why don't you play something here?
Goody, goody.
That's the song, Mr. Kirby. Now, Tony,
Yes, yes, I'm coming.
You will like Russian food, Mr. Kirby.
but you must be careful of your indigestion.
Nonsense. I haven't any indigestion.
Well, Miss Sycamore, how was your trip to the Adirondacks?
Touch your face, Mr. Kirby.
In Russia, when they sit down together.
Hey, quiet, everybody. Well, sir, here we are again. I want to say thanks once more. Great thing you've done for us. Things seem to be going on fine. Alice is going to marry Tony. Looks like they're going to be very happy. The fireworks did go off. But that was Mr. DePin's fault, not yours.